Hello everyone and welcome back to more Plutocracy with me, Mahogany Madness. We are back with Marilyn Mahogany. And as you can see, the other company we have almost taken over. Another name suggestion from one of you guys. Thank you very much for getting on board with this. It's been really helpful and I've now lost the person who commented it, but I will make sure I find that. How have I lost it? Clearly just pure incompetence, really. But no, I want to thank you all for commenting, and we do have one more in the backlog. So if we manage to successfully buy out a company today, we will have another name suggestion in the game. Really starting to take control of all of these companies, which is quite... wow, love that. He came immediately down to where I wanted him. Julian Foster and Transformation, which I enjoyed the pun. So this is now officially our company. Poor reserves. Let's drop the dividend to 50%. It's not like I'm making lots of money from it, so I'm not too concerned. Let's drop it until strike is around 6%. And allow them to do 2 expansions and continue doing it. And to be honest, let's issue more money into the company, so Transformation can go exactly where we think it should go, which is the top of the food chain. And this guy's not good. This guy's very good. I'd quite like to bring him in. Gunner. Always Gunner on this one. It's why I always like having Gunners available. And also, I don't enjoy taking out NPCs, so what's his ambition? I will give him a loan of that much, because it's quite good for me. Okay, let's hire Nathan Foster for this company. Bring him in. Cracking. I'm a big fan, and sadly, we can't cartel yet. Either of our companies. But we can make sure everything is prioritized the way we'd want it to be. My priority, good. Would I rather... yeah, this is all fine. Good. Well, this does leave us with a core problem. We had a massive strategy of where we were going to expand because I keep on buying over stupid companies that we don't need. I have just seen Wyoming and Idaho have both just joined the United States. I think it's worth a trip over. Yeah, absolutely. It's wild to me that Montana and Washington both joined, but Idaho didn't until a year later. But do I want to go over that way? I would quite like to go over that way. I know I've been trying to stick to this little area, but I mean, they are... Idaho has a big company. So you know what? Let's go on a trip. Let's go on a trip west. We're going to Idaho, and it's going to be glorious, people. But no, it's good to be back. I'm enjoying making content again, especially on Plutocracy. And also having a good cup of tea. Always a big fan of having that available. So, and this is a good company, and he wants to sell out, which is quite tempting. Let's go to our home, where our first company is, and our biggest, Prometheus. It's A. I might just turn this on. They can now do it as often as they want. It's not my relevance. This... I could go all the way and it still wouldn't be all that good. In some ways, dropping it is probably more effective. Now that I'm looking at it. Because, what are we? We're a bank. And we're the biggest bank in the state. So, we don't really have to concern too much, I think. Finances, yeah, we're the biggest in the state. Howard Bank is there. But what's Howard Bank gonna do to us? Man was never intended to become an oyster. Theodore Roosevelt. Clearly, I don't know, was he a smart man? Well, probably, but that's maybe it's just that speech doesn't scream to me. But Alexander Hall right here is willing to sell us 4% of his company. A lot more than 4% of his company. Almost 12% of his company. That's 5/4 is when we'll get the return here. Unfortunately, it is another bank. I want to buy a media company. Is there a media company in the... Clark and Brothers, 2 million. I think I might actually buy that next quarter. I think it's probably actually a better thing to do. I don't want Transfer Nation to strike. It's one of my named ones. There we go. See, they've become reasonable. Reasonable people do reasonable things. And I only hire reasonable people. And CEOs who I can get in my pocket quite quickly. You know, that's the important thing. Making sure they are loyal. Because if they're not loyal, then they do not do exactly what you want them to. And also, every time you make one wrong decision, they leave your company. So do try and keep slightly loyal CEOs. Where is it? It is increasing in value. Who's in here? None of them want to sell out, which is unfortunate. But 2 of them will sell out quite easily. So let's buy out first one. Now that I look at it, I really shouldn't be focusing here. Because it's not a profitable business. The bank is well more profitable. So let's buy this 8%. Then give up on this company for now. And go back to Hall Brothers. Where this guy no longer sell out, so we'll deal with Wyatt. Wyatt's a really gone down name. It's quite, I don't know. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't want to call my child Wyatt. But it's not a bad name, it's just a very historical name. So, I don't know. Do you know any Wyatts in chat? I'm sure there are more American. I feel like it's a very American name. I've never met an English person called Wyatt, so I'm going to very much work on the assumption it's an American name. And this stuff is all looking good. How's the CEO? I'm assuming really good? 5-star? Oh, good stuff. So we can buy out this, then media company. It's this company, then a media company. So it could become a race for a media company, for who can respond to this video the quickest. Is the person who gets is to get the media company named after them, which is quite fun. But yeah, none of these people are being unreasonable as well, which I'm really appreciating. Sometimes you do get lots of people being unreasonable, and that is very annoying. But I'm thinking we do insist on a price, because that is not a bad one. Here we go. Transfer Nation Inc. GM for F9. That is who came flying in with the name of that company, which is a absolutely cracking name. So thank you very much for that. And there we go, in again. I think he is gone. I might buy out those 2 just to make sure, because you get the events that make them annoyed, and if they get annoyed at me, they will, well, not murder me. Oh wait, I still have money in the bank? Who do I go with? I think I go with the top one. It's only 6%, but see, she's the unreasonable one. She is indeed the unreasonable. I was saying that. She's like, that is still probably plus 50% though. I'll compromise slightly. See if we can get her all the way down. No. Sign it. It's not 5%. I'm not like it's but how much does she own? 60,000, and we're buying 13. So at least we're in sort of our foot's in the door there. We're quickly rushing towards 55%, which I'm donation. Who is Benjamin Powell? He's just a motivational speech, sure. Darn. It was not like this late in the quarter. No downside to that. So I am more than chuffed. I like the trains. I wish there was trains in the game, but there kind of are. You buy train companies. So So I suppose that is just me being stupid. That is the worst of both worlds. You don't want it around here with a very expensive person, because it makes it really hard to insist on price because they come up as a percentage. Let's compromise one more time. As close to the stock price as possible. Just agree. Get her out of here. She's gone. And that's still 6 quarters. Like, that's good. And she's going to be drunk. No. 175. I think we can get her out in one fell swoop. How many does she own? 100,000. Let's compromise and see if she will... Yeah, okay, we're accepting that. 76,000. 89k. We're over the $1 million mark, ladies and gentlemen. Over 1 million a quarter. Oh, this is where the rickrolling starts. Yeah, she's going to be gone. And Alexander Hall will have no chance to hold out against us. That I do believe. He is a board member. That's one thing. I wish there was more advantage having other people involved in your company. Because I would like there to be a concept of a board. And if you, like, completely own a company yourself, there are downsides to it. Even if it's just like you're giving people like 10 shares or 1,000 shares, which would be 1% of most companies. Like, that is much better than how the game currently works, in my opinion. Which he's a 250%er, so that's... But yeah, it'd be much better, in my opinion, if they did something like that. Because it's quite a nice balance to the game, having the potential for more people involved. Because it does just feel like I take over all of these companies, and how annoyed will he be? Annoyed enough that it would kill my loyalty with him. But I'm not willing to pay 250% over. I've got the 70% chance, and I'm just, relying on the roll. So, and it's not like he won't talk to us for a long time. There we go, he'll talk to us again, and we'll get ourselves this deal. Really, we want to push over 50% right here and now. Insist. The question is, how many times am I willing to rely on the 70% before this guy does just refuse to work with me? I mean, I'm willing to push it 25%. No. Walk away again. 70%. 70% is a magic number that has just come through again. There we go. Character's loyalty is not... We'll go one more time. Do. Okay, and pause again. Let's give it one. If not, we're going and buying that media company. Come on, come all the way down. That's pretty good. I'm going straight to 27% though that he won't accept. Might be worth it. That will give me almost 10%, which will put me over 50%. Screw it, compromise. Come down further. I risked it for the biscuit. Didn't pay off, but we're over 50%, which allows me to come flying in. And I've been given 2 options, and I will give people the power. Like, if you want to come in and you want to say, I'm over... Cute. Give me... It's my company! It's not going to allow me to rename it this quarter, is it? Okay, next quarter we rename it. What do you want to swap to? Client retention. Yeah. To be honest, I'm not even big on it being on motivation, if I'm being honest. But this is Prometheus banking. Sure, give her a go. She didn't even gain the... Okay. I also just remembered. Prometheus is... there. Let's make sure I go in and... Oh, where's my other company? this. This is why you need this. And let's do it vertically. Because, I don't know, it's different. Transformation, you. Let's pin you. Where are you? Wisconsin. Wisconsin. So are both my... Oh, my date. Both of them are in my home state. No? Yeah. Nice. It's quite good. Let's roll over. And accept where we're going. It's getting colder. I will admit, at least in England. The days are definitely drawing in. And it is definitely getting into a space where I look out the window and it's sad. Because of the dark... But this is also Britain. We are very renowned for our grey clouds. So, it's always worth accepting that. That guy's been quite reasonable. And he's given me a solid amount of his shares. I essentially need to continue doing this until I manage to get him out. But the two names were either Thomas and Friends Limited or Thomas and Partners. Now, I'm going to respect Tom, but I'm going to go Thomas and Partners. Because you guys are equals in this channel. Well, you guys are major contributors. So I feel like keeping you as partners is very important. Not that I'm saying we can't be friends. It's also shorter. And I feel like Thomas and Friends Limited would go all the way over. And I'm not for that. So, lots of people hate me again. Is Colorado joined? No, okay. Let's always give them. 15k is not a big bribe. So, more than willing to work within Idaho's rules, you know. Let's make them friendly, keep them friendly. But that is absolutely flawless. So, let's see how we're doing. And thank you, Robot Professor, for that name suggestion. We are now Prometheus, +9. Where are you? Transformation is starting to climb. It looks like something happened clearly yesterday to punish it, but I think there is a point where we will just pump a lot more money into it. But 50% is reasonable enough. Why are you down? What's happened in the last month? Well, income went down. Why did income go down? Sell price went down. Oof. Why sell price? You're okay. Like, you could sit in so many places and be making me more money. There was a 709. Like, these are all 709ers. I'm keen to get that up. Working conditions lowers those things. Somehow that increases money. I'm assuming staff turnover? Yeah. It's all good stuff. And just keep strike risk down. Good. Meanwhile, here, we finish it off. Hopefully. The problem is the company is getting better and better, so he's getting more and more money for it. But I don't want to exploit it and just completely destroy the company again, for no apparent reason. Like, it's very gamey when I do that. Whilst, look, he's come down below stock market. He's selling me 183, which is over half his remaining shares. And should allow us to buy him out next quarter. Hopefully. Which would be a great outcome. Bribe. Always, you know, don't allow them to take you up. Okay, well, that's annoying. At least I'm only out of business in Idaho. In some ways, it incentivizes you to always be in a state where you're not doing business. Okay, let's go slow down to 3. 1st of August. There we go. I can do my business. I did that to hit my reputation. Is always a good thing to ask. No, I'm still flawless, of course. Okay, for myself. He just has come down to the place that I'm buying 122. So I'm looking down here for 122. And that was not 122. That was 64. Come on. I refuse to let this run out to another quarter. Though I am rolling a 70% again. There's only so many times you win these. But who cares, you know? So long as I'm the one winning them. really don't matter to me. Prometheus Banking. I don't want to say anything, but I'm not paying you that much more. Where are you? I don't care. You are not getting paid that much money. All because the income took hit. Because of expenses going up. That went up. Like, I'm still up from where I was. Like, there I'm willing to be. Strike risk being high, fine. Oh, I can't move her. How good is she? Is it poor that I'm looking for a replacement just so I don't have to... Just so I can move them? Yes. Am I that concerned about it? No. Don't have the headhunter. Okay. It's annoying. Well, let's make this place exactly what we need and buy it out. Okay. Clearly lots of big stuff going on in my family group chat. Love it. But 122. That's all you have to come to. 60 what? You went up 1k. 61 points. Sorry, you might not have even gone up 1k by the looks of it. You are... This is my second to last round with you this quarter. He just went over, which I'm very grateful for. And there we go. 122,000 shares. Makes us complete control owners of this company. Let's drop this down a bit. Like 60. Let's bump this all the way up. You are a good one, aren't you? Yeah, you are a good one. Oh, what's your ambition? Loan? Not worth it. Let's make sure... Damn, that flew down. Keep that low. Company expansion. Do them. But in some ways, let's spam... no, I will manage this one personally for a moment. What I'll also do is go across to Wisconsin. Prometheus Banking. I'm going in here and I'm going to pump in 600k. I did the wrong number. I meant to look at the top number, but I looked at the bottom one. But, you know, this will allow them to grow. More people means more money, eventually. And trust... No, I don't really want to make... The problem is, if I make a trust... I have to remember... Okay. If I do this... can I rename this back to... No. Leave trust. Yeah, I don't care. These two can go in there. That's fine. But, more importantly, Clark and Brothers is doing well. Well, how are we looking over here? Are there any particularly profitable... Media companies just not that profitable, apparently. Minnesota? Clark is looking good all of a sudden. Oh, Lee. Looking solid. Did I really annoy one of them? No, my right... yeah. Maybe... I love the fact that Idaho just sort of appeared and we are now completely taking control of the state. Why not? You know. I will only, though, become CEO and a representative in the state that I start. It's my home state. I feel like it's good. It sends the right message. I'm just going to keep on hitting this button. He's a calm person. So I'm really not that concerned. 28,000. He owned 30,000. Pretty decent. So I'm up again. This guy's going to be unreasonable. I am fully aware of that. 35% is plus a lot. Oh, and he owns 82%. Maybe this is not the solution. Maybe Collins and Partners is. Collins and Partners is the monopoly company. It's worth double the amount. But could be better to go into. Yeah, no. What am I doing? I have a home state. Or I want to buy out. It's no big one. Can I not found one? Like, let me found one. That would be nice. I want to personally lead the media company, which is why I'm not actually a CEO yet. Is there a really cheap one in here? Nope. Both absolutely massive. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You are striking. Well, I guess we have found where we are spending our money. He only wants 25%, so I can really take him to the cleaners. Like 0% chance risk? Compromise. Compromise. Come all the way down. But give it to me for dirt cheap. Yep, sure, you below market value. 5% of what is a... I want you. What is a very expensive company. Even if I sell out of it, it's a very good company to sell out of. Okay, what are we looking at? Monopetrol we knew was going to be up there. Where are our big main ones? Transformation is almost up at plus 1 million, which is good. Prometheus Banking doing phenomenally. And where Thomas and Partners has done even better. Wow. Okay. Thank you very much, Thomas. You are doing exactly what I need you to. I'm not going to waste the first 2 million. Cause, like, that is ridiculous. That is better. That is much better. For 6 people, that was cheaper than that one. Always bribing all the friendly little inspectors. Oof. They took a lot of money. Maybe hold out now. Ugh. Not impressed. Not impressed one little bit. Okay, I have to decide what I'm doing. Because I don't want to buy out this company. Really? Maybe the answer is I buy out this one instead. Because you are mercantile. And you're on 50%. And you're demanding 68. And you're demanding 40. Okay, I'm gonna have to go in here. No, I'm not. I'm 1 round. Not happening. Clark, I'm sorry, mate, but I might sell out of you. Can I sell out of all of these awkward ones where I'm like 1%? There we go. Sold out. How much do I have? 2,000 shares. Ooh, I'm not selling out for that low, though. Yeah, no, you've dropped off the face of the earth. I need to make Transformation Inc. a success. So A, we are buying a office here. B, we're going back home. Because I'm a man of the people. Iowa, was Iowa French? Was it part of the Louisiana lot? Because that's a very French flag. Anyone know? I should go to Iowa. I don't own anything in Iowa. Not even an office. No. Like, they'd have to get it to the Great Lakes, and that's all a lot of hassle. Not... But, there is one here. Is there a smaller one? No, and there is a monopoly company. What do I do? Because I can't buy a 91 million company. And this one is expensive to say the least, with 2 mercantile and 1 fussy person. Apparently I bought shares in this. Do I want a mining company? Not really. Not really. Okay. Let's see what's the stock market's looking like. Are there any on strike, maybe? No. What's the cheapest one? Icon Inc. is the cheapest one. Where are you based? Yeah, you're not the cheapest one, are you? Illinois. This is going to be a challenge one. But first, let's pump a bunch of money into transformation. Let's give them as much as they need. They need to become bigger, better. Like, let's get them up here. But more importantly, where was... Could just buy Campbell Inc. 8 people. 2 people willing to negotiate with me immediately. You're calm. Like, let's buy over 50%. Oh, 49% of this company. Sorry. Come down. 2 green traits also meant that there was no way I wasn't negotiating with this man. Even if I sell these on, I've made a lot of money. But, let's at least finish buying out enough that I can own the entire company. So we need another we need a mining company name. A good pun is always appreciated. But really, you can go with whatever you feel like. I'm not gonna police what you guys put forwards. You know, it's no enjoyment for me. It's no enjoyment for you. I will make sure that they are polite, but that is common sense. I guess I pump more money into... I guess 14 mil. Are you my big one now? What is my big one? Let's look here. Thomas and Partners is now my big one. It's quite a shame. Let's pump the money in Prometheus. Because you are... I like you. You were my first one. Let's issue 117 is what I'm looking for. 108, sure. Always important to make sure you still own all of it. And we'll buy this. To celebrate. The Colt pistols, so iconic. I assume they're still making pistols, but you know, they're not revolvers. Do like a good old-fashioned revolver. No, all the Western movies where you know exactly how many bullets people have. No fancy extended stuff apart from when they had 8 bullets instead of 6. No, all good stuff. And once a company is named, I'm not going to sell shares in it. Not even maybe as an ambition. I'm not going to rule that out currently. But I'll try not to give them as even in an ambition case. I don't really know why I negotiated so hard here. What I do know is I'm going to roll the 70% again. Good. Let's make sure we buy out this guy either way. He's 225%. These 225%ers. They know that I'm not going to roll over. But they also... Oh no, this one did roll over. Okay. Good man. 10%, but I no longer have the... He's played a blinder. He's come swooping in, knowing that I wouldn't go too high. And he's kept his shares, stopping me from making the business profitable. Yeah, I'll buy it for that much. It's a musket. It's not a musket, though. It does annoy me, because it's the same... Something like that is a musket. That's a flintlock pistol, essentially. Or at least a little bit older than a traditional flintlock pistol, but it's still a flintlock pistol. Let's go Wyoming. I don't think I've started buying a single company in Illinois, so it's not too annoying. There we go. We found what I'm buying. This company right here. Firstly, you are dirt cheap and you're 2%, and like, I'm not gonna cry when you're... Okay, he was a fussy one. So he was going to just rule one way or the other. So I'm quite glad that we've got him out of the way. Mercantile, she's going to be a nightmare. So I'm going to figure that out. But let's start with the 40%ers. Let's start with this one, who is 160%. I think they're both 100. They're both the exact same asking price. So I don't know why I specified as if the other one was a different number, but you know. I just want you to come down to... Yeah, that I can agree with. Okay, I bought all of his 42%. Well, no, so I've bought most of his 42%. I got 2% off the other guy. Oh, it's always alcohol coming up after the fact. So, we need a metallurgy company name and the media company name. Do suggest if you want one specific one or another one. If not, I will just go in order. But this probably won't be the company we're CEO of for long, but we might become CEO of this company just to make sure we are... You know, let's start... No, this is the final star of economics, so let's pick it up. But yeah, we might choose to become the CEO of this one for a little bit, because it is in the space where I'd want it to be. Let's finish off this guy. Alex Morris, a very reasonable man. Let's compromise. Let's see what he's willing to accept. Hopefully it's not a lot. No, we'll do that. Anything to buy people out. Now you, Luke. I would 200%. Oh no, they weren't the same then. Oh no, it might be because, yeah, I'm so high now that he is being unreasonable. Oh, I take it back. This man is not an unreasonable man. He knew exactly what he wanted. He came to the table, negotiated his heart out, and got a good deal. 450%. Well, how much did she own? 140,000. So, I need to get it about here, I think, to successfully get it. No! I'm rolling the same set. I know this is the one I'm going to lose. No, I won it. I won it. I won it. Okay, good. Jessica, thank you. That was just very... big fingers from me. I was aiming for the insistent price. Not agree. That's 118 right there. It's not 140. Okay, I'm buying it because that's the second time I've done that. Yeah, I shamed myself into buying it. I think we'll run one more quarter. We need to make sure we've... Yeah, pay them money. I'll get my maintenance down via those other things. I wish I could still negotiate with them. That's fine. They'll go into debt, but that's not the end of the world. They're all now, I think, on auto-expand. You on auto-expand? No. Let's put you on auto-expand. Because your cartel is doing so well. You do have 2 good CEOs, which I'm very appreciative of. And finally, in the important state of Wyoming, Morris Brothers will now become part of the Mahogany Empire. At some point, someone I think is going to produce the family tree of the Mahogany Empire, and it's going to look very worrying. Because there's so many people coming across at the exact same time to do the exact same thing. Like, because I always start in the same start. Well, there is only one start date, so it's not I always start in it. It's just there is only one. But let's drop you down to 50%. Why are we paying for advertising? We own the paper. I'm having words with these people. Oh, I can capitalize 1.9. Oh, yes. Give them the power. But what I will do is find a new seat. Do I want to do it myself? Let's just make sure. You are very good. He is better. He's calm. Let's hire him. Bring him in. There's nothing I can merge you with. But this is a new button. That we'll get into in the next episode then. Ooh, that is very exciting. I like new buttons. It's good. This company is in a perfect place. We'll probably use it to buy out another one. What do I want to do with the rest of my money? That's a good question. Strikes. Yes. When did you start? September? So that was last month. Let's go month. Oh, sorry. Month? Yeah, month. It's not dropped enough for me to be, like, crazy excited. You might be the only one striking on here. Yeah. Oh, I don't have a gunner. It's 50-50, roll it. We're in Wisconsin, so... Oh no, Wisconsin is our home state. It's always in our home state. That's very disappointing. Are there any strikes in our own state? Ground transport. I don't hate the idea of buying some of these to merge them in. Q Brothers. Velocity. What on earth is going on here? Why are you suddenly... Yeah, you're making money. Why are you not making money? What's going on? I want... Holding. You have to drop it just so they're making money. And then let's issue 700 or enough money to clear that debt. I have zero intention of having one of the companies you guys named go under. Like, expenses are high. Why? This? Yes. Like, strike risk of 5% is an acceptable level. Anything else is ridiculous stuff. But with that, we will be ending this. I think we all got a snippet of the very exciting editorial screen. But that is next episode. So please, if you've enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. And this magical button right here, what is it normally? This magical button right there is the one we're going to be clicking on in the next episode. It is normally government contracts. Fair enough. Yeah. Thank you all, and see you in the next episode. Goodbye.